Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. This week we are continuing on in our brand new series in The Sims 4, Every World as a Tiny Home. What scared you? Anyways, so our previous video we were in Copperdale. We created a house to represent Copperdale, and this week we are in the world of Henford on Bagley. And of course for this world I had to create a farm because I feel like that represents this world the best. This was the world that came with cottage living, and that was a huge component of that expansion. So here we are building a farm, and this is actually my first full farm. I've thrown in like some little garden plots into other builds and chickens, but I have not yet put in llamas or cows, which is so shocking. I think I always get a little overwhelmed thinking about building a farm, and I don't just put in like the animal shed on a smaller property. So this was a good way to finally get me to build a farm. And this worked out really well. I forgot the lot size. Is it a 40 by 50, which is actually pretty decent. And having a tiny house on this lot allowed a lot more space for actual farm stuff and to make it feel more like a farm, if that makes sense. If I would have built a really big family house, then I would have had less room for actual farm stuff, and then I would have had to go to the 64 by 64 lot. But yes, we're focusing on tiny homes, and this little cottage is so cute. I really like how this turned out. I knew right away I was gonna do the thatched roofs because that's also something that fits in really nice with this English country town kind of style of the world. And you know, the thatch roofs are it's really interesting because my husband just showed me a video, I think it was on Facebook, but it was actually off of TikTok, of a guy in England that does that for a living, thatching and rethatching and fixing those thatched roofs, and it was so interesting. The technique, and it was very satisfying to watch him like trim all the edges, and when you have like the dormers and the roof around the windows up there, and seeing that like just shaped was so cool. So if you've never seen anything like that before, I highly recommend going and searching that. I don't remember his name, unfortunately. If I remember, I can link in the description. It was really, really cool. And it makes me think once again, how much do those roofs cost? I know it's like way back in the day, the people that lived on the land used those roofs because it was cheap and affordable and the materials were right there. Totally makes sense, but you know, as things have modernized and moved away from a lot of that farming life, I wonder how expensive it is to do a roof like that now. Probably a lot. And then the discussion I had with my husband when we were talking about that video was, I think those roofs are awesome. I don't know if I could live in a house with that roof. I would be constantly stressed out and worrying that there's, gonna be like leaks in the roof or mold and mildew on the roof. I don't know a whole lot about those roofs. I'd have to look into that more. If any of you know any of that info, feel free to comment because I'm very curious. But yeah, I don't know. I am I'm the person that has anxiety and I worry about those things, and it would stress me out, but I think they look absolutely amazing. So of course I did that in this build, and in The Sims I can live my dream life and not have to worry about those issues. So yeah, this little cottage, kind of when I was starting to build it, I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? I think an older couple might live here, that they no longer have kids living at home, or maybe they never had kids. I have no idea. And they're still, I don't know, it's like, have they lived on this farm for a long time? Or maybe this is a hobby farm, but I don't know. I just thought that was kind of cute. Then they have a lot more times on their a lot more time on their hands since they're retired, and I don't know, I thought that was cute. I really liked how this turned out. I know I already said that. But yeah, I don't know. Cottages in The Sims, why are they so darn cute? They're so cute. So yeah, this was a really fun build for me, and I hope you will all enjoy it as much as me. We're on to the second floor now. So yeah, we have the living and the dining room that were kind of together. We have a small little kitchen, that tiny little entryway. There is only one bathroom in this place because of lack of space and how I wanted to lay things out. So the only bathroom is up on the second floor, and I figured, yeah, you know what? I feel like that's pretty realistic since there's only 2 Sims living here, and if they have visitors, the visitors can go upstairs to use the bathroom. Peekaboo! Are you gonna do peekaboo again for everyone? Happy because we put in a bunch of animals in this build? There's chickens! Yeah, there's lots of chickens! Oh, he's so cute. I know he's my bird, and I have to say that, but I really think he's cute. You're cute! Yeah, you're cute. Yeah, so here's the bathroom. We were working on like a little... Yeah, peekaboo! We were working on a little office nook. I can't talk. Yeah, a little peekaboo office nook. And then a very, very tiny bedroom. And if you're wondering if this works, I had to slightly push that dresser back into the wall, and everything is play tested and it does work. Yeah, it works. Yay! This is probably like one of the tiniest master bedrooms I've ever built. I tend to build my bedrooms bigger than this. It's kind of fun to have the challenge of squeezing everything in there, and I did enjoy that. Yeah, but it's the stress of trying to make everything function and work. And this was a 100 tile home, so I had to use up all my tiles for this home, and it's only a 1 bedroom. Yeah. So here we are on the outside, putting in the animal sheds. Woohoo! First time ever! Yay! Yeah, so this did stress me out a little bit trying to plan where everything was going to go in this place, and I pushed off my house to the one corner because I knew there was going to need to be a ton of space for everything. And then I just had to kind of like sit back and think, what did I want to put here? How did I want it laid out? It was slightly stressful, and this is why I probably haven't done an actual full farm yet, but I'm really glad I did because I think this turned out really nice. So in this back corner we have the animal sheds. Yes, towards the front is where I put all the vegetable patches, that like the whole garden area, and we have the chickens that are next to that, and then we have a pond in the back. And that was the struggle for me. I really wanted to put a pond here, but then I'm like, I kind of want there to be apple trees. And I was back and forth, and I'm like, you know what? No. This world just tells me it needs a pond. So we're putting in a pond, and with this expansion was the first time that we got ponds with the free update. So yeah, that's kind of what swayed me in that direction. And then we have fishing in the pond, and I'm like, yes, this is appropriate. This is what we're gonna do. I'd like to build like another build in the future with like an apple orchard, especially since it's getting close to fall. Oh, apple cider is so good. I'm not ready for fall yet, but I love apple cider. And it's kind of funny because every year I'm like, ooh, apple cider. I love apple cider. And then I like never get apple cider. I don't know what's wrong with me. And it's a very seasonal thing. I never find apple cider outside of the fall season. No, I don't. So maybe this year I will actually get my apple cider. Are you gonna talk now? Yeah? Would you like to tell everyone about the build? Yeah, you could talk about the animals? No. I don't know. I think he's looking at... Is he looking at the build now? Are you watching it? We're not doing the chickens yet. They're coming. So yeah, here's the little garden plot. So it's in the front. I made sure that this area got plenty of sun because, you know, if you're going to plant all those tomatoes and things, like I have learned, tomatoes need lots of sun. So there are not going to be trees blocking that area. And then I decided to fence in the little cottage area like this because I kind of wanted it to feel separate from the rest of the farm, and I figured this was the very nicely kept up garden inside of this fenced in area, and Sims can come out here and relax with a book or a cup of tea in this little garden area. I like this. Oh yeah, and we have some bee boxes that we put into this little area later. So yeah, I tried to include lots of farming related stuff. So now I'm curious, what is your favorite world in The Sims 4? I have been so torn myself. I feel like in The Sims 4, I do have to say, the worlds are really pretty in this game. Really, really pretty. So with the werewolves, I want to say expansion, the werewolves pack, we got Moonwood Mill, and I really, really like that world a lot. It's so tiny, which is disappointing, but going on like a scale of beauty of the world, maybe I'll have to do a video of this, of ranking all the worlds based on how pretty they are. I feel like Moonwood Mill is so pretty. I mean, and that's my personal preference. You do not have to agree. You don't have to agree. It's just, I like all those green, like all the evergreens that come in that world. I don't know. I just really like evergreens personally. I like that they're green all year round, obviously, but then, oh, they just smell amazing. And walking through like a pine forest, or if you're walking like among cedar trees, oh my gosh, it smells so good. I feel like for me, it's one of the best smells in the world. I love that smell. So yeah, I guess that world is up there for me. I have to also say, I've always liked Strangerville. I know a lot of people are not huge fans of the pack, but I know I've heard of others that feel the same way, that they really like the world. I really like that deserty world. I don't think I would live in a deserty area because I like green and water, and I've said that before, but I think that world is really pretty. So yeah, that one's up there for me. And then Henford on Bagley is really pretty. I haven't really explored this neighborhood a whole lot, and with this video I was kind of like, let's go check some things out because I want to see what this neighborhood is like, and realizing there's like all these little areas within this neighborhood, and everything is just, it's so pretty. It's really pretty. So this world, yeah, I don't know, I have a hard time picking favorites. I mean, I don't even know what to say what my favorite food is. I like food. I like a lot of different varieties of food. And then if someone asks me what my favorite food is, like, I don't know. I don't know. Or what food could I not live without? I don't know. I just like food. Yeah, I don't know. So that's just me. But I'm curious what your favorite Sims world is. And then, if I get enough answers, maybe I'll build a tiny house for that world next. I don't know. We'll see. I do plan on doing all the worlds in The Sims 4. It's going to take a while, but that is the plan. I think this is just going to be fun, and I think it'll help all of us to kind of see what that world is like and what it's inspired by, and that's what I'm really trying to do in this series, is just take all that and like compact it into a tiny little house. Yeah. And once again, it's getting towards that time in the video where we need to start to wrap things up. So we want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already. Give us a like, comment. We would really like to know what your favorite Sims 4 world is. And also don't forget to stick around because there will be a video and picture tour at the end. But thank you once again so much. We hope you have an amazing week, everyone, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye!